Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Emma Burdett and I'm the lead strategist here at Huddle Creative. I just have to say a huge hello. Thank you for joining us here today and I hope you can find some value in this mini workshop episode. So as a business strategist by trade, I started focusing on marketing in about 2018 because I found that too many businesses were struggling to grasp the concept of marketing and the best way to do it to make sure that you get those returns on investment and market to the right people in the right way. I get it. I mean, what is marketing these days? It's huge. It's very overwhelming. And one thing we know for sure is that a confused mind will always say no. So as much as we know you have the intent to sit down and say, right, I'm going to work on my marketing, perhaps brief it out to your team, or you have marketing people sitting in the chair, unless we have that really clear direction, it just doesn't get done the right way. So that's my job as a marketing strategist, is to help you position yourself in the market, create those offers, the messaging, and define the platforms to reach the right way, to reach the right people in the right way, and of course with the right message. Whew, so many moving parts. So fortunately, we have a very committed team here at Huddle Up where we are on a mission to make a difference. We are business people who focus on marketing as a business function. We don't just come at marketing as being a creative, that looks nice type thing. We are very much about supporting the strategic intent of the business. So everything we do is fueled by strategic intent. And our mission is to support you to grow your business with effective and efficient marketing. So one of the tools that I use to do that, to help get a really good sense of how marketing works and what you need to be doing at the different stages, is I've developed an analogy, and it's an apartment building. Sounds a bit strange. How does that got anything to do with marketing, you might be asking? Well, bear with me. I'm going to run through it now. Think of an apartment building as an investment. It's an appreciating asset and you want to get as much out of that in the future as you can. A little bit like your business, right? So let's have a look at the layers that go into building the value of an apartment block or apartment building. Starting at the ground, because we always start from the ground up. Foundations. So our foundations are our strategic intent when it comes to growing the business. What is it that we're trying to sell? Who are we trying to sell it to? Why do they need it? Why should they choose you? What other alternatives might be out there in the market? How do we define that offering, that messaging? It's all very important stuff. That market research piece, defining the audience, that all happens at the strategic intent. And we have to get that foundation right in order for all the other levels to bring you value with your marketing. The ground floor, imagine an apartment building. You walk in, lobby or foyer of an apartment building, straight away, it sets the tone of what to expect for the rest of the building. You might straight away think, wow, this place is flash, or wow, this is luxury. Or you might be thinking, wow, this is really tastefully done, not too expensive, this is my kind of thing. It will resonate with some, and others it might turn them away and get them heading down the street to look for something different. That is your branding to a T. That's what we're trying to do with branding, is create the right first impression so it is attractive to the right people. And it's really important that we have that branding piece nice and consistent across all platforms, because consistency builds trust. And you will hear me say that so many times. All right, so once we've got the ground floor sorted, our branding matches our strategic intent, it's targeting the right audience, then we're going to move up to the next layer, which is the lower levels of your marketing. The lower levels in the apartment block, they serve a very strong purpose in creating the tone and the foundations for the rest of the building. So we've got baseline marketing activities. These are the bare minimum that you should be doing. They're the always on type activities that we want to make sure you're using to keep up your reputation in the market and show people that you are active, you haven't gone bust, because remember, that's the first thing we think when we go to somebody's Facebook page or Instagram page or website that hasn't been updated for years, and that we have respect for what we're doing and the people that we're doing it for, because we are regularly putting ourselves out there and updating content across all the platforms. So our baseline marketing activity might be some social media, some email marketing, perhaps updating your Google My Business page, making sure your hours are always current and things like that. So as a bare minimum, what does that formula need to look like? And it's different for every business and in every industry. The trick is, don't overcommit. We need to make sure that we build that baseline marketing activity nicely, that you can be consistent and you have the right people to help you execute each of those marketing activities. So that's your baseline marketing activity. Now let's move up to the upper levels. We're getting a bit flash now. That view's getting a little bit better, a little bit bigger. So now we're talking about marketing tactics. So once we have the foundations right, the branding right, and then some core baseline marketing activities, we can start to sprinkle in some things to reach more people. So that might be doing some sponsorship, some influencer marketing, some community campaigns, lots of different ways, maybe bringing in a PR manager, something like that. So we can bring in some different tactics. You might even send out a heap of postcards or something in the mail to reach more people. Now, think about those people who hear about you for the first time. They're going to go looking for you. They're going to look on your website. They're going to look on your social media. And you know what? Those baseline marketing activities are going to help make sure that they actually get the right message and want to do something about it, rather than just sending them somewhere that doesn't excite them. Then, of course, like every good apartment building, we have the penthouse, which is the top piece at the top of the building. Here's something to think about. A penthouse has a lot of value because of the height and the view that it's at. Who's come across a penthouse that's pretty low to the ground and it's still worth a lot of value? So remembering that that's the case, it's actually all the levels below the penthouse that make the value of the penthouse. If we take all of those away, we're not going to get a lot of value out of it. And that is exactly the same with your paid advertising when it comes to marketing. If you are paying for things like search engine optimization, Google advertising, social media advertising, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, anything like that, you are paying to direct people to your website, to your different platforms, your social media. They will go and check you out. So why do you want to have all of that going on if you haven't got these base layers below it supporting the advertising? Something very important to keep in mind. So you can see the importance of starting from the ground up. And sometimes when you've got a really established business taking a new direction, or it's been some time since you've really reviewed these things, we need to go back to the ground and work our way back up again to make sure that everything is effective and efficient and is turning prospective people into customers and advocates of your business. Flying that flag, telling people about it, referring you because you are doing an absolutely fantastic job. So that is how it all works. And of course, we need some support. Once we've built a marketing strategy, we know exactly what we're trying to do and how we're going to do it. Then we need some support to bring it to life. And that is why we have a full implementation team at Huddle Creative. We have the strategy section, which I've just talked through. Then of course, we have everything from branding and design, websites, automation, and then ongoing marketing support. What a powerhouse, right? So that's a really quick overview of who we are, what we do, and of course, most importantly, marketing strategy. If you've taken something out of this video today and you've had a light bulb moment and you think to yourself, wow, we really need to start doing that, I'd love to hear from you. So hit reply on the email that this came from, or leave a comment on the video. I'd always love to hear feedback from people, or reach out and find me on LinkedIn. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.